Chalisa classes. I am Sagunachari Munimoksham, your mathematics teacher. Dear intermediate first year students, you want to get 100% marks in 1B paper? If your answer is yes, just you follow my channel and watch all the videos and practice all these questions which I am explaining in the videos. These are all the questions are very important questions and frequently asked questions in the board exams. So that you need to practice all these questions, and also with these questions you need to practice Telugu Academy textbook example questions. They are also very important. So in this way you practice all the chapter questions, definitely you get 100% marks, that is a 75 out of 75. First limits first part is given, and this is the limits second part, and limits second part is given with question number 1, that is limit extends to 0 a power x minus 1 by b power x minus 1. Here we use the standard limit, but this given function is not in the standard form. To convert it into standard form, we divide the numerator and denominator. In the solution part, I write divide numerator and denominator by x. Both numerator and denominator, both are dividing with x. Now I can write it as limit extends to 0 a to the power of x minus 1 by x divided by b to the power of x minus 1 by x. Now in the next step, we write the limit for the numerator and denominator separately. That is limit extends to 0 a to the power of x minus 1 by x divided by limit extends to 0 b to the power of x minus 1 by x. Now these two are in the standard form. When limit extends to 0 a power x minus 1 by x, in the limits first part I given standard forms. This standard limit value is limit log a to the base e divided by limit extends to 0 b power x minus 1 by x. Thus limit value is log b to the base e. And also you can write this as log a to the base b. And finally, how you will write the answer? Your answer can be limit extends to 0 a to the power of x minus 1 by b to the power of x minus 1 equal to log a to the base b. That's it. That is your limit value. This question is given many times in the board exam. So this is a frequently asked question. So therefore you practice well and get the perfection. Next, second question, let's see. Here evaluate limit extends to 0 e power 3x minus 1 by x. Here what to do? Here 3 power x, e power 3x is there, here only x it is there. Just you multiply and divide. In the solution we'll write multiply and divide by 3. The fraction you multiply and divide by 3. So what it becomes? That becomes limit extends to 0 e to the power of 3x minus 1 by, here with 3 I am multiplying, with 3 I am dividing. Now we know that as x is tending to 0, 3x also tends to 0. Now what we can write? Limit 3x tends to 0 e to the power of 3x minus 1 by 3x. What is the standard form of this function? When limit 3x tends to 0 e power 3x minus 1 by 3x, this limit value is 1 into 3, that is equal to 3. So which standard limit we are applying here? Here we are applying limit extends to 0 e power x minus 1 by x value is 1. This standard value we are using. Now the finally what you can write? Limit extends to 0 e power 3x minus 1 by x is equal to 3. This is your solution. This question is also given many times in the board exam. The next third question, it is given that evaluate limit extends to 0 e power x minus 1 by root of x plus 1 minus 1. So here, suppose if we apply the limit directly, what happens? E to the power of 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 has come. And here x extends to 0. If you apply here, 0 plus 1 is 1. Root 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Here what happened? 0 by 0. When 0 by 0 form has come, it is called indeterminate form. When indeterminate form is there, directly we cannot apply the limit, and indeterminate form is not our answer. What to do? Here irrational numbers are there, irrational parts are there in the denominator. Just we need to rationalize this by using its rationalizing factor. So how we can do this? Just you can take the given function, that is limit extends to 0 e to the power of x minus 1 by root of x plus 1 minus 1, and you need to multiply and divide with rationalizing factor. The rationalizing factor of root of x plus 1 minus 1 is root of x plus 1 plus 1 by root of x plus 1 plus 1, like this. So now you can see that here this is in the form of a minus b, this is a plus b, right? That is equal to limit x tends to 0 and e to the power of x minus 1 by here a minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square. The a square means root of x plus 1 whole square minus 1 whole square into root of x plus 1 and plus 1 here. Now you can write it as limit x tends to 0 e to the power of x minus 1 by root 2 and square will get cancelled. Then what will be there? X plus 1 and minus 1 square is nothing but minus 1 into, for this separately we can apply the limit x tends to 0 root of 1 plus x plus 1. So now this is nothing but here minus 1 and plus 1 will get cancelled. And what is the leftover function? That is limit x tends to 0 e to the power of x minus 1 by x into. Now you can apply the limit here. When you apply the limit, root of 1 plus 0 plus 1. Now here it is limit x tends to 0 e power x minus 1 by x. It is the standard limit. Its value is 1. 1 into root of 1 plus 0 is 1. Root 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. That is equal to 2. The limit value of the given function is 2. Now the final answer you can write it as limit x tends to 0 e to the power of x minus 1 by root of x plus 1 plus x plus 1 and minus 1, which is equal to 2. This is your solution. That is your answer. This is also given many times in the board exam. Next, fourth question. Evaluate limit x tends to 1 sin x minus 1 by x square minus 1. Suppose if we apply the limit directly, what happens? X equal to 1 you put here. 1 minus 1 0. Sin 0 value is 0. By 1 square. 1 square value is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Here also we are getting the same 0 by 0 form, which is indeterminate form. So that we are not supposed to apply limit directly. So what is the solution method? That is limit x tends to 1 sine of x minus 1 by here x square minus 1 is there. This x square minus 1 can be written as x square minus 1 square. When x square minus 1 square is in the form of a square minus b square, which can be written as x plus 1 into x minus 1. So that here what we will write is x minus 1 into x plus 1. Anything is okay. X plus 1 into x minus 1 or x minus 1 into x plus 1. So here we can also write that as x is tending to 1, x minus 1 tends to 0. As x is tending to 1, x minus 1 tends to 0. So now what we write here? Limit x minus 1 tends to 0 sine of x minus 1 by x minus 1 into this denominator value is there here x plus 1. So what you need to do? 1 by limit x tends to 1 plus x. That is as it is. Now this is in the form of limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta. Suppose if you recall one standard limit of the trigonometric function, limit theta tends to 0 sin theta by theta. This standard limit is 1. So here you can get this total value is equal to 1 into, here when you apply the limit 1 by 1 plus x is tending to 1, therefore 1. So which is nothing but 1 into 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 by 2. The final answer is therefore limit x tends to 1 sine of x minus 1 by x square minus 1, which is equal to 1 by 2. This is your final answer. Like this easily you can solve. Question number 5, it is given that show that limit x tends to 2 minus modulus of x minus 2 by x minus 2 is equal to minus 1. This is the modulus function. So, and also this is not complete limit. Here they are asking only limit x tends to 2 minus. When 2 minus means this is the left hand limit at the point 2. When x is tending to 2 from the left hand side, we write limit x tends to 2 minus. If x is tending to 2 from the right hand side, then we write limit x tends to 2 plus. So when x tends to 2 minus, we can understand that x is less than 2. X is approaching from the left hand side means x value is less than 2. And also we can write from this x minus 2 is less than 0. When x minus 2 is less than 0, modulus of x minus 2 is equal to minus of x minus 2 according to the modulus definition. According to the modulus definition, when x minus 2 is less than 0, modulus of x minus 2 value becomes minus of x minus 2. This is the definition of modulus of x is equal to minus x if x is less than 0, like this. So here x means here x minus 2 is there, this x minus 2 value is less than 0. When x minus 2 value less than 0, modulus of x minus 2 equal to minus of x minus 2. So that here minus of x minus 2 has come. Now let's write down here limit x tends to 2 minus, and modulus of x minus 2 means minus of x minus 2 by this x minus 2 as it is. Now you can see that in the numerator and denominator x minus 2 and x minus 2 you can cancel. And from here you can write that limit x tends to 2 minus of minus 1. Minus 1 it is. So this is the constant function limit, that is equal to the constant minus 1 as it is. So now you can write the final answer as limit x tends to 2 minus modulus of x minus 2 by x minus 2 is equal to minus 1. This is your final answer. This question is also given many times. Question number 6. It is given that evaluate limit x tends to 0 e power sin x minus 1 by x. Here also directly we cannot apply the limit. If we apply directly, what happens? Let's see. Suppose x tends to 0, that is 0. We put here sin 0. Sin 0 value is 0 and e to the power of 0 value is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. By 0 if you put 0 by 0, which is indeterminate form. So therefore we won't apply directly. So what to do? Just you multiply and divide. Multiply and divide by sin x. This sin x function. Okay, what it becomes? Limit x tends to 0. Here e to the power of sin x minus 1 by x into sin x, here divided, and also we multiply with sin x like this. So we multiplied with sin x and we divided with sin x. Now as x is tending to 0, we know that sin x also tends to 0. And instead of writing x tends to 0, you can also write sin x tends to 0. You can write the limit sin x tends to 0 e to the power of sin x minus 1 by this sin x we write here into the other function sin x is there, here x is there. This you can write it as separate limit as limit x tends to 0 sin x by x. So here two limits are formed now. So this is limit sin x tends to 0 e to the power of sin x minus 1 by sin x, It is in the form of limit theta tends to 0 e to the power of theta minus 1 by theta, which is equal to 1. The standard limit value is 1. And also limit x tends to 0 sin x by x. This is also standard limit whose value is equal to 1. 1 into 1, that is nothing but 1. So therefore limit x tends to 0 e to the power of sin x minus 1 by x is equal to 1. This is the limit value. It is also very important question, many times it asked. Here question number 7, it is given that limit x tends to 0 cos ax minus cos bx by x square. Here can we apply the limit directly? No. Here when you apply the limit directly, it becomes indeterminate form. So that what to do? Here you can recall one trigonometric transformation formula, that is cos c minus cos d. If you don't recollect, I will write it here. One formula is there that I will write in the box, that is cos c minus cos d. Cos c minus cos d equal to 2 sin c plus d by 2 into sin d minus c by 2. This is the trigonometric transformation. So here c means ax, d means bx. Just we apply this formula here. See, in the solution we write down this, that is the limit x tends to 0 and cos c minus cos d 2 sin ax plus bx by 2 into sin bx minus ax by 2, because here d minus c plus d, and here d minus c by 2. Okay, total divided by x square. Now here constant 2 is there, we can write 2 outside, and limit x tends to 0 sin, can write x is common, so that you can write a plus b by 2 of x, total divided by, we can write x into x square is there, 1x here I am writing, because I am writing for both the functions different limits. So limit, separately I am writing the limit. Limit x tends to 0 sin of b minus a by 2 of x, total divided by x. Here x square we have written it as x into x form. So now you can write here 2 into limit x tends to 0 sin ax by x. What is the standard limit? Here standard limit I can write. The standard limit for this is limit x tends to 0 sin something like ax by x is there. What is the value of this limit? Means a. So here this capital A value is how much? A plus b by 2. Here capital A value is how much? B minus a by 2. So now the limit value you can write it as 2 into, here sin a plus b by 2 of x by x can be written as a plus b by 2 into, here limit x tends to 0, similarly same way, sin of b minus a by 2 of x by x, which is equal to b minus a by 2. This is the second function limit value. Now we can also simplify here, 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Here a plus b can be also written as b plus a into, here b minus a is there, total divided by 2. That is equals to b plus a into b minus a, that is b square minus a square by 2. This is the limit value of the given function. So the final answer you can write limit x tends to 0 cos ax minus cos bx by x square is equal to b square minus a square by 2. This is your final answer. It is also very important question. Previous years many times it is given. Practice this. All the best. Here question number 8 is given that evaluate limit x tends to 0 sin of a plus bx minus sin of a minus bx by x. For this function directly we cannot apply the limit, because if we apply the limit we get 0 by 0, which is indeterminate form. So what to apply here? So this function is in the form of sin c minus sin d, means we are going to apply one trigonometric transformation formula. That is, if you write the sin C minus sin D formula, sin C minus sin D, which is equal to 2 cos C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. So this is the transformation formula. We can put in a box. So this you remember and now. So now we'll start the solution here. That is, in the solution part what we do, limit x tends to 0. Here C means a plus bx, D means a minus bx. So 2 cos, I will write a plus bx plus a minus bx by 2 into, means 2 cos C plus D by 2 has come. Now C minus D by 2, sin C minus D by 2, that is sin C, that is a plus bx minus D. Minus D means minus a. Here already minus is there, minus of minus plus bx, total divided by 2. This total divided by x you can write. Now is there anything gets cancelled here? Means yes, this minus bx and plus bx will get cancelled, and minus a and plus a will get cancelled. Now the remaining terms you can write it as 2 is constant, you can write outside, that is limit x tends to 0. Here cos of a plus a, 2a, that is cos 2a by 2 into, what is left over next, sin of bx plus bx, 2bx by 2 divided by x. Now here also what all gets cancelled, 2 and 2, and here also 2 and 2 can get cancelled. Now what you can write here more, that is 2 is as it is outside, limit x tends to 0, here cos a into sin bx by x. So here cos a is constant, we can write cos a common, cos a outside, that is 2 cos a into limit x tends to 0 sin bx by x. So for this we apply the limit, and the limit x tends to 0 sin bx by x, what is the limit value, that is cos a into this total value becomes b. So that is equals to 2b cos a. 2b cos a is the limit value of the given function. So final result you can write it as, therefore limit x tends to 0 sin of a plus bx minus sin of a minus bx total divided by x is equal to 2b cos a. This is the limit value of this function. So like this easily you can solve any questions easily with this important question. Our limits part 2 is completed. If you like this video, please like, comment and share. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Share your friends, at least 5 of your friends. Ask them to share each again 5. Like that everybody has to share 5 of the people. So this video should reach at least 1 lakh people in Telangana and AP, because these are all the questions are very important questions and explained in the easy ways to get 100% marks in your Math 1B paper. All the best. Thank you very much.